we'll start off with the roll. So, one by one, George Alvarez,
Our present.
Rodolfo Blanco,
Here, present.
Eric Brandon,
Here.
Matthew Casamiro is here, Jose Llano,
Present.
Jessica Medina, not right now, Manuel Perez,
Present.
Romy soon. Andrea Chichi is not here, Magali Rubio not here, Jim Tingle. Hey,
Magalito
sorry,
here.
is not here, Carlos is here, and Daniel Gonzalez is here, present. Cool.
All right, go ahead.
We'll go on to orders of business, deferrals, additions, deletions. Does anybody have anything new to add to the agenda right now? We're good.
Oh.
Move on to public comments. I don't think I see anybody from the public. Do you have any comments you'd like to throw in?
Not really, as let everybody know, I'm one of the mayor's interns, so I'm just here taking some notes.
Cool, nice to have you. Cool. Move on to the approval of the minutes. You guys have the minutes here in front of you guys. If you want to take a look real quick, the last meeting's minutes. A lot of what the meeting covers today, again, is what we covered last time. Now we have a lot of the events coming up that we spoke about. So we'll cover those. We got the networking social coming up, Main Street meeting coming up, and business boot camp, which Romy will cover when she gets here. So I'm gonna go some motion.
I
for the
mean,
minutes.
I was out of the country when I get advanced, so it doesn't make a difference, but.
Oh, you're saying for
Yeah,
this? Gotcha.
I mean, that's fine. I don't know if you have, I think it's excuses.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Cool, all in favor? Awesome, cool. Minutes, you're good to go. Move on to the budget. I don't think there's any updates right now on the budget, right? We covered that pretty much recently. Yeah, there's any major updates. I know everyone's pretty good to go. Romy's got what she needs for the boot camp. What's up, Rose?
I have a, on regarding, I was not here last meeting, but I
Yeah.
don't know if we went over, that was regarding, we were going to investigate, if there was a renewal of the website and what happened, and if we were going to be able to get those funds or not spending for the next year's budget.
He's talking about the.
The 10,000
intelligence.
for
going to.
Uh-huh,
by that meeting, it was already earmarked. Invoice sent, paid.
Yeah, we have bad.
Like that was, when I brought it back upstairs, that was the. I think it's the worst time, but, that was the cycle, because it's an off cycle to our October fiscal year,
okay.
so that's
That 10,000 for 1 year or?
for 1 year, yeah,
Oh,
or per year, yeah.
okay.
We are, Clarisol and I are discussing any certain add-ons that we can have that would complement. What already exists, so, for the finally it's based on that modules, there's a certain module that we're looking into, that's more or less. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I don't remember the business item on the toolkit. Another way to sort of add to, the modules that are already there for existing or prospective businesses, so. It's not that we're stuck with it, but we're stuck with it.
Okay.
We're trying to augment it now. So we're still, Clarisol's not available right now, so I don't know the exact follow-up on that. That is the follow-up.
Okay, should we do something so that way it doesn't happen for next year?
Yeah, I mean, I already brought it to Clarisol. And I mean, now that we have the time to consider what the module would offer, look at reports on how it's doing. I mean, it's another year to consider.
Would that be extra charge or it would be part of it?
I think there are some ways to rework it. I do remember that there was a number attached to it. I don't remember the number. I don't remember if there's a way to offset it by reducing, a lesser user percentage of the existing modules. So I don't have the exact information, but it would be in that cost thing.
Okay.
I wish I had more details on the specific module, but that's more or less the.
Is there a way that we can put like a reminder so that way we all vote on these when we have to? And
Yeah, so that was what, the June, was that the June meeting? No, that was Maybe.
Yeah, I was saying, so we'd have to have it decided
Yeah, but I mean,
before that.
that's something that. We're kind of going to be looking at that upstairs, I mean, like internally. Regarding the module, is it working out? I mean, and the committee's wishes are still on the table. You guys put it in a motion, so it is carrying, so, um. It's just a year to figure it out.
You have to follow through.
So it's
Make sure
basically-
either it works or it doesn't work.
Either works or it doesn't.
Okay, so it's up to us, I guess.
Either it's
Keep
appealing,
it on the agenda
Keep it on there.
and
Either it-
do it before, I guess, this next
it's
time.
appealing or it's not,
Right.
maybe with
Is
the
it
new
working?
website, with the, with the business. Resources and, it's not net working or the website, maybe it works out better. And we'll give ourselves that year to figure it out.
What's the date? That we need it to let you know then by. Or whoever.
I mean, I would say April, I don't know, just speaking
April?
out loud, I don't know the exact.
Like you mentioned, can it just be left on the agenda?
Well, no.
Do we
Yeah,
always-
like
Yeah, I'm
update.
just gonna keep it in old
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea, you know, so that way we keep it confident in mind, and make sure we don't miss the
If there's
next
a.
year.
So in the
Maybe I missed it.
budget.
Did we review the contract? Because we might have to give them 6 months. I mean, it doesn't matter when we want this. When it's
Well,
yeah.
well, that's, I don't have the specifics on that,
Okay,
it was
maybe
kind
I
of,
missed that part.
it was kind of, hey, the committee is not really. Interest, and I know that was a point of discussion, I don't have the details on that, but it's. Hey, the committee has this interest. I know that it just hit the cycle. So I guess now we have the time to figure it out, but, I would hopefully have that answer yesterday.
And if it doesn't work,
Um,
is there like a penalty clause that we pay? You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the.
Maybe it's worth it. Maybe, I don't know. If it's $10,000, maybe you only gotta pay, 2,000, whatever it is, and give them the 8,000 or whatever it is, whatever. And then the rest of the group, you know what I'm saying? Again? Because that's usually what happens. They usually have
So
a
this
clause or
is-
something.
It's
to get it out.
essentially gonna be a review period,
But every people, yeah.
and then in the meeting,
Find out,
like,
find out.
at the same time, finding out what cancellation would look like in case you need to break that glass, and
Okay.
is that, I mean.
Yeah, so to understand what it is or what much, or what other benefits can they bring to the table, right? Because if so far, for what we have looked at it, there's not benefits for the $10,000 that we're investing on the website. So I think it will be well spent in other places that it's needed. So just to understand what that it is. Mhm.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, or even to renovate the current website, like the DC website.
Anything,
The
anything,
website's ancient.
Anything.
They're not ancient, but
anything.
it just needs an update.
Yeah.
To make it more relevant. All right, cool. All right. I'm gonna keep that on the old business now then in perpetuity.
In the budget.
The local intel.
Yeah, in the
budget.
budget.
Okay.
Discussions, I think would be.
Put it on the budget, Matthew.
Yeah.
I don't-
I wanna keep it there in perpetuity.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just keep it there in
put
October,
A,
till
local
April,
intel, yeah,
or
put
something like that.
Yeah,
Or next
that's,
year,
We should,
we're open to rediscuss.
as we keep that
Local
there,
intel follow-up.
I guess the only update we have in the meantime is once we find out, like, if there are any contract provision that say we have to give them some sort of notice.
Yeah.
Right, nice.
You know, that'd be important to find out sooner rather than later.
And if we do,
Mhm.
there might be like a penalty, it'd be like a month's worth,
Yeah.
or half of, whatever the 10,000 is, whatever it is.
So we
You
gotta
gotta give them
update
a
on
month or
that.
two, whatever it is,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it might be worth it. I don't worth it.
All right, cool.
It
Makes
might be
sense.
all worth it.
Makes sense to me. All right, we'll move on to the old business. So just to recap again, that flip display banner, we went over last time a couple of the design edits. I don't know how many people were here for that, but it was some small little things. We decided to change the text on it to the mission statement of the chamber and then add some little Miami Lakes branding. I think we had little hearts on it. We're gonna change it to like little Miami Lakes trees and things like that. I sent it over to the designer. She was just out of town, but she's back in town now. So by the next meeting, I should have the final design ready for you guys. And then if it gets approved, we can go ahead and have it ready for, the next expo or next networking event that we have. We can have a little display banner. The EDC promotional videos, those are completed, right? That's done. We got the edits to the voiceover lines, all that stuff ready to go.
How is it? Have you reviewed,
That was, I think, we sent it out,
Yeah, we sent it out.
it was. The completed version plus Romy's notes on the grammar. of
Yeah,
the
and Andrews
slogan,
too on some stuff.
And whether or not Oaxaca was a small airport or not.
Goonies bilingual by any chance?
No, that wasn't.
This one was just an English, I'm pretty sure.
The Spanish subtitles, maybe
I mean, we can work there sometime. Yeah.
cater to the audience.
Yeah. something that I can see about doing
Yeah.
on our end. Like,
Yeah. That would be good.
So the decision now is how to use that video, right? So we've got this video at our disposal. The obvious means is things like the networking event, like the next networking expo that the chamber holds in November, like, have the photo display, the little video displayed. There's the business boot camp. Obviously, you can have it in a place there playing in that area. But again, like I said, to think about where we can kind of use this promotional video and how we can use it. I don't know if it's worth doing like social media blast, right?
I know there was like some discussion floated about having it like perpetually on social media.
Put it up on the website.
Just because I mean, you post it once on YouTube and it kind of just exists there. I'm not a fan of, in our social media strategy, I'm not a fan of just, putting every 2 months a video, the same video out. That just like kills the engagement. But if it's specifically on a push ad to interested parties, people that are interested in business or recreation in South Florida, or, the offerings of economic development in the region or in the city or in the town, excuse me, that'll populate your feed. That's my only. That's my word on the paid advertisement. Like,
What was the original intent of creating the videos?
I think that was more or less what it was for. You have these videos on sports, you have this video on, well, I think the sport one was compensated. That was given to us for free.
It actually comes out of the read our mission statement. Correct. It pretty much comes out of that usage for what that would be for,
Yeah,
prospering community, new business.
so I think in that sense, I guess it would have just been, it's just commercial. Which I guess could answer the question of how it
Like
lives.
to put it on our website and stuff like that?
Yeah, on the economic development page on.
Yeah, we can put it on our page on the
It
website,
will live on
Promote the city.
Yeah.
our.
on the actual EDC website that we
And
have.
this new business toolkit that council is having us look at, I mean, that's like a pretty, if step one is, this is what you need to do to start a business, step 0 is watching that video and getting a taste of Miami Lakes, the region, the offerings, the airport, the nightlife. That's a good question to think about now that we have it.
Yeah, like what to do with it. Cool. So I'm gonna write down for now that we're gonna explore maybe the idea of social, using it for maybe some paid ads. If we can put it on the EDC site, that would be cool, the site that we have the local biz one. And then if we can put it on the EDC page on the town website, if that's doable,
Absolutely.
those 3 pages at least, we have at least a place that he can live. if you know what I'm saying.
Well, we still have it, you can probably link it to local intel.
I mean, that's why I want to put on that biz website like that, because the EDC has a website, like we have our local biz,
Yeah.
whatever website, and on there is local intel. There's some deals and things like that, but that's why I feel like we could lean into that website a little bit more and make it stand out a little bit and give people a reason to go there, because right now there's no reason to go there and see that there's local intel. I feel like there's some way we can lean on that a little bit, but I'm gonna put that in the future agendas. I want to get over this Main Street stuff and the business boot camp. Once that's already in order, then we'll start thinking about the website. So I think that'll be a good idea. You can maybe think of the idea of like partnering with I think some of the restaurants have it now already there. That there's some online coupons and things like that, that if you, go on this website and, scan this, whatever, you get, whatever, a free drink or 10% off, something like that. So it just kind of promotes the website, promotes people going to Miami Lakes businesses, things like that, but just stuff to brainstorm on. I'll give you guys a little spoiler. All right, cool. So we'll move on now to the new business. I have here the first thing ready to go is the Main Street collaboration meeting. So the last meeting, we had a couple people here. There was David from Fit Therapy, and then the marketing girl for Chella's, and also for, I think it's also, what is it? I was Corner, right? I think as well.
BB's No. Bakehouse.
BB's, that's
BB's
right.
Give us here.
And also I think, I don't know, she's just a member of the gym.
Yeah,
And the gentleman from.
yeah, that's from 40 David was here. And she gave us some ideas for the agenda, right? So that's what I kind of wrote down here. Again, just to reiterate, that meeting is really just gonna be us kind of just there to really moderate in all extent, really. We're not there to really participate. I mean, other than Carlos, obviously, as a business owner of Main Street, but the rest of us, we're just kind of there to kind of mediate, maybe given our opinions here and there. Jonathan said he told both Tony about it and Josh. That's on their calendars.
Yeah, so I've gotten with. So it's been on the calendar since we scheduled it, specifically titled special call for local businesses and you know, the radio companies. I think I specified, or I didn't specify the radio companies, I think I specified. I mean, it's basically all local businesses.
Yeah.
Double check, but that was because council did ask the committee to basically just set it up and
Yeah,
let us know when, so. I have no confirmation from other council members that may or may not attend. Hopefully that is the case because they are the ones that. I mean, to be quite frank, they control our town's movement. So,
yeah. So if you guys want to reach out to them, if you see them out on the street,
and
remind them. You know,
See attendance.
I'm gonna be doing the same
I
thing.
think it was
I mean, for that meeting, how many people they are being on?
For what, the
the,
Main Street one?
Yeah.
I'm not honestly sure how many we're looking at right now.
July 20th?
I really don't know. When it came to, it's Monday, it's upcoming Monday.
so I
I'm
mean,
here, yeah.
of course I'll be there. I believe Isle, some of you may know, is going to be there. She is our community and special events coordinator, so she has a hand in cultural affairs. Sponsorships, events, this sort of topic that has been floated around on how to look at Main Street and what to do. I think she's obviously a great asset. Claire Self, who's our department director, won't be available. She's not gonna be in town. And then staff side, I don't have more information. I know we kind of wanted, or I floated the idea of, is our planner, is our attorney, like what more could be done? I don't have confirmation from that, and then for the merchants themselves, I don't.
Yeah, and then Andrea said she was gonna have her people, I know she said she couldn't be here today, she wanted to zoom in or something to be able to, you know, have her say in this. But she said her people, last time she was here, she said her people are ready, at any point, they're gonna be there. I told her about sending an email to the tenants and all that, I'm not sure if her people did, she said she told them, but I don't know if that happened. Hopefully they did, that way we get as much
I
turnout as
haven't had to
possible.
receive any.
Yeah, that's why, so I don't know if it happened, but, either way,
I can give an update of everybody that we have able to spoke and everything, and we were kind of a bigger group per se, right? Some of them have already kind of
Yeah.
get out of business, and the other ones, it's been so long. That summer, which is the worst part of the year, is kind of, we're in the middle of
Yeah.
it, so. They know that we're doing all of these, they have already met with us and we already have all the comments and everything. I'm gonna go back and tell them, okay, it's the 22nd, it's done everything, but I feel that they are kind of tired because they don't see any action, right? And they say, okay, there's another meeting, not to, then to another month, and another month, and nothing really happens. So just wanted to be as honest of how I see everybody else thinking about it. I'll be there and I'll share everything, all the points that we have, and as you know, we have worked with with Vanessa to be able to do a presentation and everything. So we should be ready, and I think it's what everybody wants. It's just matter of how fast they can react, because they're really trouble.
yeah,
So I don't know if on that meeting we can be able to get it, or then we're gonna have another meeting of planning and stuff like that, and it's another month, it's another year. But let's see what happens.
okay. Yeah, like I said, our best bet there is just to, bring everybody together,
everybody
and
together.
hopefully you guys can figure it out, because the goal is honestly to get it out of the hands of us and the bureaucracy and all this kind of stuff,
Yes,
and see if we can find a way to have everybody work together in
yes.
more of the private sector, just so we can get done, because
Sure.
once it gets here, things get, bureaucracy comes in, it gets slowed down.
Sure.
That way we can avoid that.
Could you send me if you have a specific list of people or representatives that'll be there, just not that. Council needs to see it to believe it, but I think it'd be
It
really
would help.
powerful, I guess, to
Sure.
see these people are coming in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then-
I'll
Like I
try
said,
to
mine,
confirm with everybody that would like to join.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
get to me directly. and
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take.
And if you have connections with any of the council members, if you want to tell them to.
Yeah.
Reiterate to them the importance, hey, this is gonna happen.
Yeah, Jonathan, I just got a text from Andrea, I guess she's on
No, she's what? Yeah,
Sorry? I guess she doesn't have, I don't know if she doesn't have anybody's number, they were just not responding.
She's asking if there's a flyer for Monday's event so that she can resend it to all the merchants.
It's not an event or like a. Like that, it's besides, it's just a notice meeting, they can go on our website and see the Monday. Meeting, I mean, I can make we just don't make flyers for a meeting, which is essentially what it is.
Can you send her like a calendar appointment
Yeah,
so that she can pass that along to everybody?
can do.
Okay.
Yes, please, that will be very important, so there's more people and they see that it's real, right? Because they kind of already not believing that, okay, so many meetings, so many of these, and, you know, we're not getting anywhere, so. I need more support for them to believe that it's true. That's my only point. I'll keep pushing.
Yeah, that's why that's why I'm hoping that we get relatively good attendance and get some people showing up for this thing on Monday at least. And even if it's just you as like the figurehead for the
Yeah,
for
no,
the
for
owners, that's fine. But I'm saying from the other parties, you know?
sure. Yeah, for sure.
And then if we can make it work, that would be, that'd be great, at least to get some ideas flowing. Whatever, we'll see what happens on Monday.
Yeah.
I'll be there too, just to kind of
Perfect.
support as well, but it'll be interesting to see. The next thing is the business boot camp. That's mainly Romy's thing. I will jump in real quick just to mention, again, this is mainly for Romy anyways, but I spoke with Florida Blue because they just became members of the chamber and they were interested in working with the EDC as well, and because they know about all the connection that we have all together. And they really like the idea of our business boot camp, right? And potentially sponsoring it in some sort of way. I told them that we already have a lot of the speakers already figured out for the most part and set in stone.
Yes.
But they were saying it would be cool if they could maybe put a table up, or if they could sponsor in some other way and participate. And I told them I'm not close to that idea at all. So I shared with them Romy's info and I wanted to let her know too.
We were looking for sponsors for the breakfast.
Okay, cool. So maybe that they can
Okay.
jump in there.
That'd be a good idea.
So that's that. And the other thing that we were waiting, and I don't know if we were able to do it last meeting, two questions that I had was.
Yeah.
If were able to get university thing.
Oh, Angie Mendes?
Yes,
Yes, I spoke with her as well. And I also shared her info with Romy. It's the Emily is the campus, I don't know, it's not the campus director, but the person that's in charge of that event specifically for us. She told us that all she really needs from us is a couple of forms. I shared one of them with I think with Jonathan to send to Romy, or however we gotta deal with the sunshine thing.
okay,
I sent it to her that way. And then now, like I said, I just recently connected Emily with Romy's email direct.
okay.
The only thing with the whole sunshine is that I can't CC and do it us, because if not, I would just put us all together and say,
Yeah,
hey, here it is.
I don't.
So I just send it to Jonathan or send, hey, here's to Romy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they sent it to me separately too.
They did? Okay, cool.
My only thing on the form was there was a fee, there was a mention of a fee. I asked for a fee schedule because
Yeah.
to me, they said that there's not. And so now, but
That's why they might be
that was a very recent.
hooking it
update.
up.
So
Put it into
they have it essentially blocked up. We just need to submit insurance
Okay.
jargon.
Yeah, she just
But
needs
that's
to
for legal-
communicate.
That's for legal to take care of at that point because.
Oh, funny,
I don't know.
premise liability or that.
Because that were one of the things that we needed to decide, and based on the location, we were going to decide to do it, let's say, if it was gonna be there, it was going to be in Cafe Vitrola. That network event.
Yeah.
So, we need to kind of see where it's going to be, because then we're going to ask the bank, right? Who is the bank?
Banco Popular.
No, it would be Steve. It was
Bank
Steve.
United, Bank
Yes.
United, Bank United.
They're,
But like I said, Energy Mendes, she just spoke, like she called me this
Okay,
week and she told me that they're so ready to go, they're willing to do it. They just need
Okay.
to contact whoever's gonna be running the actual
Okay.
event. That's why like I said, I shared with her Romy's info.
Okay.
And what I'll do, that's why I wanted Romy to be here, so I could tell her like, hey, here's this stuff, here's these people. But like I said, it's just in a weird situation, because I can't really CC us all because of the whole situation. What I can do is, after this, I can send her to Jonathan, right? I can send her
Oh,
to
yeah,
you.
no, her and I have been,
Emily?
yeah, that's
Okay,
who I
cool.
just got the fee schedule cleared up with, and now, now it's just gonna be through legal, as far as I'm aware.
We should
We
be
have
fine.
it, yeah, not even we should be fine, I think we have it, because they marked this down.
Yeah, like I said,
Okay,
from
so-
her perspective,
perfect.
it's gonna happen. She just, like I said, she told me she just needed a couple
Okay.
more forms filled out. And some info on the event and stuff like that, and that's where I, just gave her Romy's contact, because she's the one that had all that kind of, you guys are the ones with the agenda, the info, and how long it's gonna be, the specifics. So,
What's the date for that event?
That's
Right.
September 20th.
Yeah.
20th, September 20th, right. Mhm.
Are you able to talk to them to see if they can sponsor the breakfast?
The Florida Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can talk to him.
Because I know that that was one of the things that we were missing with Rum. We were going to ask for the banks because the banks were last time the ones that
Yeah,
did it, so we wanted to.
yeah, because I remember last time it was Jessica and Stevens Protected Banks that did it. But yeah, but I mean, like I said, Florida Blue's interested, so we can see that. At most, it would take that they just, we allow them to set up a table there, and that's fine. I told them, maybe give them the idea of maybe we throw on the panel too. I have no idea though. That's why I wanted to talk with Romy. I don't wanna step on her toes and mess with her thing. I know she's got a whole
He
system.
already has already.
Yeah, I know she's got a whole thing set up, so that's why I was like, I'd rather have you talk to Romy before I say something and then she kills me. That's all. So I don't wanna mess with her flow that she's got
Okay.
set up. Yeah, I don't wanna mess with it, cause I know she's doing a good job with it, that's why. But yeah, but other than that, the business boot camp's good to go, so we have the location and then a potential breakfast sponsor, so like I said, I'll reach out to Florida Blue. And I'll connect them with.
I don't
Donna
have-
too.
I don't have Danny's confirmation or denial still.
That one of the
He
speakers.
was on staff side he's in the building department, he takes care of the BTRs, he's like. Best of the best in this building when it comes to. I mean, everything, so like how to start a business, BTR, what you need to do to take care of your storefront, Danny's the greatest. I just don't have that confirmation yet. I know we've been waiting on that for a while, but that's my goal.
Okay,
My goal.
cool. All right, cool. You got that, Carlos? You got the notes for Roby?
I got it.
Yeah, but other than that, I think we're pretty much covered on the new stuff. Like I said, coming up after this Main Street stuff, I'm gonna start including the website and see if we can start thinking of ways to bump up our site and maybe take advantage of local intel while we still have it, you know what I mean? We can bring some attention to it. But other than that, just the announcements, the networking socials next week. And a little update with that. I didn't mention this because I found out recently. Vanilla Espresso couldn't do it because
Oh,
they,
what happened?
yeah, because on Wednesdays, they aren't open after 5, So I told them maybe we can, you guys can, you don't have to really be open. You can just set up some stuff in the front, but they couldn't, they couldn't figure it out. So I figured that's fine. We'll just do FB Mantle and, we'll make it work that way. So we'll probably mostly outside, I'm assuming.
5:30?
Yeah.
What time is it, 5:30?
5:30, yeah, 5:30. July 24th, it's Wednesday, the Wednesday coming up. So Monday is gonna be the Main Street collaboration meeting here at 5:30, so if anybody can make it, it'd be cool, it'd be appreciated. And then the 24th is the networking social, and then July 25th, the day after, is the ribbon cutting for Kids Choice Learning Center, which is right next to NQC, that shopping center area there. NQC and the car wash, that all there. There's an area behind, just a little bit before, right after that Montessori school, right before NQC. It's right in the middle there. Alrighty, cool. That's pretty much it. That covers most of the stuff for this meeting. We're pretty much good to go. If anybody wants to motion to adjourn. if
What do I
anybody
send my
comments or anything.
copious secretarial notes here? Where do these go? I think extremely good notes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about it. 4th of July, anybody attend besides
That was great. It was good.
Yeah. Where are
Like, oh, it's really cool.
in like the preliminary stages of planning out next year's 25th anniversary? So we'll be trying to tap into certain sponsorship, like year-long, ideally opportunities. So that's gonna be a really good opportunity for us to get business involved, vendors involved. Like a 25th anniversary Main Street Bash, like we're really excited about it, so that's my little. If you all have any ideas or any involvements that you think we could
Then we should team up
kicking.
with the cultural affairs to,
I mean,
we talked to them. I told her last night to Felicita Salsa. And,
Yeah.
And,
yeah, she
That's
said that
huge.
she wanted to come,
and she, yeah,
so that's fine. I think
she'll be
that's-
very glad.
Yeah, I keep trying to
You
make
gotta
it out
team
to
up
one of
with
their
it.
meetings, but it's always the same day.
It's always
at
the same day.
chamber luncheon.
Chamber.
So it makes it a mess. To try to show up. Yeah.
short meeting.
Yeah, this is a shorter one, that's why, we kind of covered what we needed to cover. Yeah,
Yeah, I like
I
them.
think that's it.
and we're pretty good to go, that's why, yeah.
I'd forward you know, the calendar invite. But it is it's on our website. It doesn't specify,
Okay.
you know, it's not like a sunshine meeting that it specifies what the meeting's about, but once the agenda's published, we can send that to them. If we can get that like soon, then that could be really good to send out, because that's the official town letterhead, that's, you know, public meeting, public notice.
But you should, because the agenda kind of is what we have here. Meaning marketing, ops, installments, merchant group, visitor center, lighting, movie theater, foundation.
That was the agenda that she gave.
That's what she gave.
Yeah, I just
We
wrote
talked about.
Right, exactly, but that's what you were asking, do we need to send something else?
No, it's,
But do you need to make a formal
I can-
agenda?
it would be nice, I could do
Okay.
it where it's,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be this exact format, you know, how we did for some
Okay.
committees, it's. Roll call order of business, and then you go straight into the topics, you know, new business item A,
I mean, I can do that for you, I can put this in a bullet point.
that's like,
Yeah, and
That
I mean,
document will
any
be-
kind of plan the business plan for it, right? To see, you know, what can we execute, what we cannot, and how all the resources we have work together instead of working separate. Because the city has certain things, like for example, the 25th anniversary, right? We can all put together to work, all we can advertise, all we can do it.
productive,
but
we will
that-
get the grand cookies, of course.
Right. Exactly, so. Those type of things, so kind of planning all the businesses, I know that we have what's the other committee, the affairs committee, culture affairs committee, which does a lot of things that we can do together.
Yeah, that's a reminder that we'll be, I think.
To invite them. To invite.
Yeah, that would be, yeah, that's helpful.
I'll,
Oh, yes.
will double back on, I don't.
For Monday,
recall-
you mean for Monday?
Yes.
Yeah, tell her about it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, please.
You have some great ideas.
You're running the meeting, Monday?
Bands.
You're gonna run the meeting
speakers,
Monday?
Comedians, everything.
I guess, I don't know if I necessarily run it, but
Cultural
I guess
affairs,
so.
cultural affairs meets tomorrow, so that'll be another chance for Isles.
So I'm not gonna direct the flow of like, all right, we're done with marketing, that's why it's up to them to kind of figure out what they wanna do.
Who's in charge on this one?
No, I think,
I mean, that's why I guess
Yes.
I'll sort of be in charge, but in
Yes.
reality, I'm not gonna say, all right, we're done with marketing, move on, that's why
no,
it's,
exactly, it's
that's
just.
why it's up to you guys, but I'm just trying to hear like, all right.
The opportunity.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And again, that's why I don't wanna
John, you said it's not.
bring down the vibe for the market or for the merchants and all that, but it's probably gonna end up taking more than one discussion with everybody, you know what I mean? This is for sure, this is what I'm hoping that this sets up with
Special call.
how we wanna do it in perpetuity, you know what I mean? Between you,
Yeah.
the other merchants, the merchants group,
Flyers, or whatever you do.
hopefully, whoever
Calendar
the town,
call,
whatever communications.
Yeah.
You know, so we can get out of the committees and into just
I know that.
doing, that's what that's what I.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, no, we're good, yeah, somebody's got a.
I'm watching that, the meetings,
Second.
6:18.
There you go. Second.
You
all in
made it.
favor?